Very good morning, students. In the previous session, we discussed how to identify the object from the given active sentence. We also discussed the difference between the singular object and plural object. I also explained how to find out the complete object from the given sentence. Today, in this session, we are going to discuss how the concept of tense works in the process of transforming active sentence into passive sentence. So students, before we begin with the concept of tense working in this process of converting active sentence into passive sentence, so let me make you clear the few things regarding the tenses. Students, everybody knows we have three major types of tenses in English language. The first is present tense, the second is past tense, and the third is future tense. Okay, so we have these three major types: present tense, past tense, and future tense. Of course, some grammarians do not consider the future tense in English as a tense. This is because we make, or the future tense is formed by adding will to the verb and not by making changes to the verb itself. But still, we are going to consider we have three major types of tenses: present tense, past tense, and future tense. And when we study these three major tenses in detail, we have four subtypes of each major tense. For example, in the present tense, we have these four subtypes: simple present tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense, and present perfect continuous tense. In the same way, in the past tense, we have simple past tense, past continuous tense, past perfect tense, and past perfect continuous tense. In the future tense also, we have the same sequence as simple future tense, future continuous tense, and future perfect tense, future perfect continuous tense. So this is how we have these 12 tenses in English language. So the significant point I would like to make clear here is that when we deal with the active voice and passive voice, we can convert the active sentence into passive only from 8 tenses out of these 12 tenses. So which are these tenses, 8 tenses, the sentences of which we can convert from active sentence into passive sentence? And which are the tenses, the sentences of which we cannot convert from the active sentence to the passive sentence? So from the present tense, the first 3 types. From the past tense, first 3 types. And in the future tense, the first type simple future, and the third type future perfect tense. So 3 tenses from present tense, 3 subtypes from present tense, 3 subtypes from past tense, and 2 subtypes from future tense. In this way, only the sentences from these 8 tenses can be converted from active voice into passive voice. I read the subtypes, the sentences of which can be converted from active voice into passive voice. Simple present tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense, simple past tense, past continuous tense, past perfect tense, simple future tense, and future perfect tense. So these are the 8 tenses, the sentences of which can be converted from active voice into passive voice. The rest of the 4 subtypes, present perfect continuous tense, past perfect continuous tense, future continuous tense, and future perfect continuous tense. So the sentences of these 4 subtypes of the tenses cannot be transformed from active voice into passive voice. And if we try to transform the sentences of active voice from these 4 tenses, so it would seem to be ungrammatical or agrammatical in English language. So students, so today we are going to study or discuss how the active sentences from these 8 tenses can be converted or transformed into passive sentence. Students, let us begin with the present tense. Today we are going to discuss only the 3 subtypes of the present tense. These 3 subtypes are simple present tense, present continuous tense, and present perfect tense. So the sentences from these 3 subtypes, we are going to discuss how these sentences from these 3 subtypes are converted from active voice to passive voice. I have purposefully, intentionally taken the variety of sentences so that you can understand, you can comprehend how to convert the active sentence or the sentence from active voice from simple present tense, present continuous tense, and present perfect tense into passive voice. Simultaneously, we are also going to discuss which auxiliary verb or helping verb is selected while transforming the active sentence into passive sentence. So let us look at the first subtype of the present tense, that is simple present tense. I have taken 3 sentences in which we have the common object, similar subject, and different kinds of object. I read the first sentence, the man guides him. Now in this sentence, the man is the subject, guides is the verb, and him is the object. In the previous session, we discussed how to identify subject and object from the active voice. The man is the subject, guides is the verb, and him is the object. Now we are going to convert this sentence into passive voice. So let us see how this active sentence is converted into passive sentence. So we started the sentence with the pronoun he, because in the active voice the object is him, and we have converted this objective case into nominative case he. Since the sentence is from simple present tense and the pronoun he is in a singular form, and therefore we have selected the auxiliary verb, helping verb is here. Once we write the helping verb is, then we have to write down the third form of the verb or past participle form of the verb guide here. Then preposition by, then we shift or swap this subject at the end of the passive sentence. and therefore the passive sentence is he is guided by the man. Students, let me tell you, when we transform active voice into passive voice, in each passive voice we need to write the third form of the verb compulsory. In the passive voice, the helping verb is followed by past participle form of the verb. So while converting the active voice into passive voice, you need to make sure whether you have converted this verb. Let the verb be in any form, V1 or V2 or V3. But while converting into passive voice, we have to use the third form of the verb or past participle form of the verb in the passive voice. Let us come to the second sentence. I read the sentence, the man guides them. Now in this sentence, active voice, the object is them, and therefore while converting into passive voice, we have to begin the sentence with the nominative case they of the pronoun them. As the pronoun they is plural, and therefore we have selected the plural helping verb are after the pronoun they. In the same way, we have written the past participle form of the verb guide, guided here, then preposition by, and the subject the man. So the passive voice is in this way, they are guided by the man. Now let us come to the third sentence. I read the sentence, the man guides me. Now here the subject is the same, the verb is also the same, the object is me. So while converting this active voice into passive voice, we need to convert this pronoun me into I, as we converted him into he, them into they. Similarly, me into I. The pronoun I is also in a singular form because it denotes only one person, and therefore we have selected the helping verb am here, past participle form guided, preposition by, and we have swapped this subject at the end of the passive voice, and therefore the passive sentence or passive voice is I am guided by the man. So this is how the active sentences are converted into passive voice in simple present tense. So the question may arise in our mind, why do we use the helping verbs is, are and am while converting this active sentence into passive sentence? The reason is that we are converting the active sentences from simple present tense, and therefore in simple present tense, in the passive voice, or while converting this active into passive, the helping verb is, are and am are used. Now let us come to the second subtype of the present tense, present continuous tense. We have taken the same examples so that you can understand how to convert active sentences into passive sentences. Students, when we deal with present continuous tense, we continue the same helping verbs here also, only we need to add the word being after the helping verbs, and the pattern remains same. The first sentence is the man is guiding him. Since the object is him, pronoun, while converting into passive voice, we need to convert it into its nominative case he. He is in a singular form, and the sentence is from present continuous tense. Therefore, we have selected the helping verb is here, and in present continuous tense, in the passive voice, we have to use the word being between helping verb and past participle form of the verb. Therefore, the passive sentence is, he is being guided by the man. The man is the subject in the active sentence, but we have swapped it at the end of the passive voice. The second sentence is, the man is guiding them. In the same way, we have converted the pronoun into they, as they is the plural in its form. Therefore, we have selected the helping verb are and we continue as above. The passive sentence is, they are being guided by the man. Now let us come to the third sentence, the man is guiding me. Since the object is the pronoun me, we have converted it into the nominative case I. The pronoun I is in a singular form and therefore we have chosen the helping verb am here. Since the sentence is from present continuous tense, we have used the word being between the helping verb am and the past participle guided. The passive sentence is, I am being guided by the man. So this is how we convert the active voice into passive sentence. Now let us come to the last third subtype of the present tense, present perfect tense. So students, what is the difference between these two tenses and this third type? In this type, we have already the past participle form in the present perfect tense. So we need not to find out the third form of the verb while converting active voice into the passive voice in this tense, present perfect continuous tense. Just we need to add the word been between the helping verbs and the past participle form of the verb. So the first sentence is, the man has guided him. We have converted this pronoun into its nominative case he. Then helping verb has, we have added the word been between the helping verb has and the past participle form of the verb guided, and we have swapped this subject at the end of the passive voice. So we get the passive voice in this way, he has been guided by the man. Now let us come to the second sentence, the man has guided them. As earlier, we have converted this pronoun them into they because it's passive voice. Here, if you look at this active voice, the helping verb has singular form, but as we have started the sentence with the pronoun they, as they is a plural pronoun and therefore we have changed this helping verb has into have. In the same way we continue been past participle form of the verb guide. It is already there in the active voice and continued the passive voice. So the passive sentence is, they have been guided by the man. This is the subject we have swapped from here at the end of the passive voice. Now let us come to the last sentence. The man has guided me. In this active voice, the man is the subject, me is the object, has is the helping verb, and guided is past participle. While converting this sentence, we need to begin the passive voice with the object from the active voice. What is the object in the active voice? Me. So this is objective case. While converting this active voice into passive voice, we have to transform this objective case into nominative case of the pronoun. So we have started the sentence passive voice with the nominative case I. Now here also the subject man is in a singular form, and therefore the helping verb here is has. But as we know that the pronoun I always takes the helping verb have with it. So while converting this active voice into passive, we have selected the helping verb have and continued as above. So the sentence from passive voice we have framed is like this: I have been guided by the man. So this man, we have shifted this subject here at the end of the passive voice. So this is how we have converted all the sentences from the present perfect tense. So students, when we convert the sentences from simple present tense, present continuous tense and present perfect tense, we need to take into account all these changes we have to make while converting the active voice into passive voice. So students, today we have discussed these three subtypes of the present tense. In the next session, I will continue with the past tense and future tense. So I hope you must have understood these three subtypes of the present tense. I conclude my lecture here. I stop here. Thank you.